Oh, hello there. Did you know one of the best things that you can do for your mental health is going for a walk? One of the other really great things is actually setting good boundaries and understanding what's disturbing your mental health. And one of the biggest villains in our poor boundary setting is our mobile phone. Because on that phone, it gives you alerts, alarms, look at me. If that was a person, would you give that much attention all the time? Would you be able to ignore that person or say to that person, no, this isn't the right moment, I need time to do this task? And what a Californian study found, that for every time that you're distracted off task, it can take up to 23 minutes to actually get back task orientated. My name is Ben Netherfield and I'm a leadership coach. So let's have a quick look at how we let this rude little individual ruin and dictate our lives and take us away from the things that we want to do and love. Think of that phone as a person and it makes everything much clearer. Hello? 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 How you going? G'day. Can you get my kitty catty out of the tree, please? How is it that you wouldn't let most of those people through your front door, and yet they invade your personal space all the time if they come through on your computer or your phone or your tablet or any electronic device? So why is it so hard with the phone to not engage with it like a person, to say, sorry, I'm doing something at the moment, I'm out walking, I need some mental health space? Why do we consider it so bad, so weak, that we can't have our own mental health space? We can't put situations on hold, just for a minute even, just for 5 minutes, maybe half a day. Then we can address it. Sometimes we always need our little space in the world that lets us unwind, de-stress, refocus, or stay task orientated. 23 minutes. 23 minutes. People are a very bad judge of time. Often we think, oh, it'll just take me 1 or 2 minutes to get re-engaged. But I want you next time to notice, how long does it take me to get engaged? Most people think it's 1 or 2 minutes. You'll be surprised. Most of the time it's much longer than that. So one of the first big things for your own mental health is noticing how many things are taking you off task, how many things are delaying your day, how many things are keeping you away from the things that you want to be doing. Remembering every time that you're off task is time away from the things that you want to do. There's only 24 hours in a day. You can't spend them any other way. How are you going to spend yours? So if you think of that mobile phone as a person that's constantly harassing you, constantly knocking on your door, constantly coming into your personal space, would you actually do something about it? Would you think of maybe wanting to push them away? And yet that mobile phone is always up in your face. We hopefully all know the dangers of driving with a mobile phone and texting. And that's fairly obvious because we're distracted from the road, we're looking down to text and or receive or read the text. However, most people don't realise the danger of receiving a call and talking on the phone can be just as great or greater than when we're texting. And the simple fact is this: if you're in a car with a passenger, they are also aware of the circumstances in which you're driving. So in other words, if it's really easy driving, they'll have an open conversation with you. They'll feel they can speak their mind. It can be a heated exchange or it can be a softly spoken. It doesn't matter. The road that you're driving on is relatively straightforward and requiring less of your concentration. However, if the circumstance change, the traffic's got really busy, it's got quite haphazard, the road surfaces may be quite dangerous, that passenger will actually convert to a helpful, hopefully, person within the car that is also an extra eyes and ears and understanding the language that they require during those circumstances to help you and them stay safe. But if you think of it this way, a person that is ringing you from maybe 2 streets away, maybe from across the country, has no idea of the circumstance they've just landed in your phone. They are talking to you, maybe they've got a grievance, maybe they are congratulating you. Whatever the circumstance is, they have no idea the surrounding situation that you are facing. So they can neither help nor understand what's involved for your brain to stay concentrating on task and staying safe. They'll have their side of the conversation. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to hang up? Do you tell them that, by the way, I'm finding it really hard at the moment to concentrate, can I ring you back a little bit later? Why is it with a phone who gives you a little bing, a little ting, and we feel so rude to not reply, to not answer, to not jump into that space straight away and feel the necessity to answer? And yet, if someone is in the same room, we don't necessarily feel that same obligation to go about and engage with them in that moment, because we can tell them, we're doing a task, we're doing a project, I'm sorry I can't give you that space at the moment. Can I get back to you in half an hour? Can I get back to you in the next day? Why is it so wrong when we're in person to act one way and yet on our phone to act a completely different way? What's happened to our boundaries? Our mental health boundaries are being crushed often by a circumstance that we slowly let in and don't address. Learning to say no isn't weakness, because you're saying yes to you, yes to organising your life, yes to staying on task, yes to allowing yourself to have time at the end of the day to give to the things you want to do. When did work and the phone become 24 hours a day and you didn't? Think about it next time your little alarm goes off and you decide, should I just have it on not disturb, or should I have it off? Maybe sometimes you need to consider having it off for a little bit. If you're going for a mental health walk to feel better, to feel relaxed, do you want to be answering the phone every 5 minutes? 5 seconds? Or would you like 30 minutes to yourself and then continue with your day? It's always good to have that breather, refocus, reset, concentrate on the task you want to do. I hope this helps. Please like and subscribe. Tell me about in the comments how much it takes for you to refocus and reset. Is it 2 minutes? Is it closer to 23 minutes? Maybe you never get off task. Please tell me your strategy. As always, be kind. The most important person to be kind to is yourself.